The Tishram and Chaturashram Tattimettu are not just number differences. The Tishram, Chaturashram, they are all sort of rhythms which make you feel differently. For instance, when you hear the Takkitta, you're going to go Takkitta, 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 Takkitta. Although you are tapping 3, you're having the first one like a jump. Takkitta, 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 Takkitta. Same way when you look at Chaturashram, it's very different. It goes takka, dhimmi, takka, dhimmi, takka, dhimmi, takka, dhimmi. In my mind, it always reminds me of a big chariot which is coming without changing its pace, and it's just moving forward, like very grand, very, very established. You know, you're not hopping like a deer or something. You're coming as this very majestic. If you think of animals, somehow the elephant, Chaturashram is like the elephant, and your Tishram is like probably a deer. It's just a thought, but that different is the feeling. It's as different as the elephant and the deer. The same way, when you look at Tishram and Chaturashram, don't consider them as numbers. They are feelings. Tishram feels different from Chaturashram. So let's try to do this. You do know the Tishram already, the Tattimettu. We're just going to try and see if we can try the hop feeling. And you know that the hop comes not because you're jumping into Takkitta, but you're quickly lifting your second leg. So let us do 4 Tishrams. So let's go in Alidam. Let's start 1, 2, 3 and Takkitta, 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 Takkitta. So if you see, the leg which lifts gives you the kind of a jump. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 and Takkitta, 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 Takkitta. The same thing when you do Chaturashram. Let's see how different it feels. You're going to lower yourself down and go as though you're a chariot. 1, 2, 3 and takka dhimmi, takka dhimmi, takka dhimmi, takka dhimmi. If you see, I covered more space with Tishram, and it's lesser space but more, you know, established kind of a movement with Chaturashram. So let us try to go straight in Tishram 4 times, go straight further in Chaturashram, and then let us turn into an ayatam and move all the way back. Then change legs, go in Pratyalidam, go in front with Tishram 4 times, Chaturashram 4 times, and come back to where we started. Tishram 4 times, Chaturashram 4 times. Let's try it. And I think the importance is to feel the difference of both these rhythms. Let's try. 1, 2, 3 and Takkitta, 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 Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takkitta, 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 Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takkitta, 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 Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takkitta, 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 Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi, Takka dhimmi. So when you look at this, if you think about which leg you're lifting, it's quite opposite. When you do Tishram, you are lifting your second leg. right? You are not lifting your first leg, but you are lifting your second leg. When you do takka dimi, if you notice, you are lifting takka. You are lifting the first and the third leg. This itself is interesting because Tishram is an odd number, 3, but you are lifting your second leg. Chaturashram is an even number, but you are lifting your first and third leg. So when you think about this, the feeling which I am talking about, the feeling of Tishram and the feeling of Chaturashram will come through when you also think which leg you are lifting and to what intensity. If you notice, the takkita's ta is strong. Takkita. I am not trying to lift my leg, but the sound is very sharp. Takkita, takkita. The same with takka dimmi, you are going to keep it equal. Takka dimmi, takka dimmi. If you hear this, this is takka dimmi, ta is takka dimmi, ta is takkita. So you will give more force on that first beat of takkita, more force than you give for takka dimmi. Because in takka dimmi you are equalizing the energy you are giving. That is when you can move like a chariot, only when you equalize that energy. With this in mind, you can practice Tishram and Chaturashram.